Turnpike Sports is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com. Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weishuttle. Doug, it was a bloodbath if you were a sports bettor last weekend. Oh my God.
The books made out so well with all those games, especially the NFL anyway.
NFL. Oh my God. Jacksonville beat Buffalo Bills.
Dallas lost.
San Francisco lost.
Yep.
Who else lost? Los Angeles Rams lost. Boy, if you're in the survivor pool, I feel bad for you.
Let me tell you something. The Rams lost to a Derrick Henry-less Titans team with a starting running back of Adrian Peterson.
Well, I think the most stunning loss last weekend was the Buffalo Bills. No one saw that coming.
No.
Absolutely
and
no one
even
saw
the
that
Dallas
coming.
one, from what I was seeing, Dallas was involved in just about every money line parlay at some of those books. And there was no reason for Dallas not to show up. I mean, they could say whatever excuse they want, but I just think Denver came to play and Dallas thought they were just going to roll right through them. I think they overlooked Denver.
Absolutely shocking. And of course, our picks reflected it. I was lucky to get one win out of three, so I'm 1-2 this week, or last week. And
I got my first push.
Oh, okay. You got your first push.
Yes, 0-2-1. The Chargers-Eagles. That did not go well either for me, but that was as close as to a win as I got last week, 0-2-1. So, but no, the books made out it was a great weekend.
For NFL betting.
For upsets.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Upsets.
And like I said, I made a joke about it, but boy, if you're in one of those survivor contests in like Circa and things like that out in Vegas, boy, I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure a lot of people dropped out.
There had to have been certain people who put all their tickets on either Buffalo or Dallas to win their games.
Oh, especially Buffalo or Dallas. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, to a certain extent, the Rams.
I would even think the Rams. Some people put their money on the Rams, but Tennessee has been very good at sometimes and very bad some other times. So it was hard to pick them. But seriously, for Jacksonville to beat Buffalo Bills, man.
Is this a run for Jacksonville starting?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so.
No, that was a bad week.
Well, we got a great show coming up for you. We got a Beatin the House segment. We have our Week 10 picks. I'm dreading that one. And we also have a book report. Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
We've got another poll to talk about this week.
Lots of surveys in the sports betting business.
Well, everything is data.
I guess so,
whether it's
yeah.
actually a sporting events data or the actual bettor data. We have a poll conducted by International Research and Data Analytics Group, YouGov.
YouGov
Did a poll to determine what influence match fixing has on bettors and eSports bettors.
Well, that's a kind of a strange poll, but okay, go ahead.
Well, the poll
I can almost imagine what the answers will be, but go ahead.
I was actually surprised at some of the responses here. How the survey was called, "How does match fixing influence betting and viewership?"
Well, if I knew something was being fixed or something was not up and up, I wouldn't bet on it, and it would influence me by, being a little wary of betting on a match.
But would you watch it?
Would I watch it? Well, wouldn't you kind of know the outcome of it if you knew something was being fixed?
Well, that's what this poll was designed to do. It was actually, does it affect your betting and does it affect your viewership of the event that you think is fixed? This was carried out online in the UK and the US. 1,200 British, 1,200 US adults were respondents, so 2,400 people.
Okay.
According to the poll, the data revealed that a combined 43% in the UK and 55% in the US, match fixing has some influence on their betting. That's a low number. I don't understand that at all. If you knew something was being fixed, I mean, okay, whatever. I mean, I don't get these numbers. Personally, if I knew it was being fixed, the inclination would be to bet on the thing that you knew was being fixed.
I would leave it alone because chances are someone would be caught doing it, and all bets would probably be null and void.
Well,
so who knows?
This survey found 43% and 55% UK US. Here are the sports that gamblers in the UK ranked as the top 3, I guess, fixed sports in there that possibly could be fixed. Boxing, horse racing, and soccer.
But if you knew something was being fixed, it would obviously affect your betting for, I would think, 100%. Because, look, everyone loves data, Everyone needs to know what's going on and trends and numbers and things like that. If you knew something was not on the up and up, oh my God, what an indication of not betting on it.
Well, again,
I mean,
it's not my poll.
Oh, okay.
Not my poll. I would not do a poll like this because it seems kind of obvious to me.
Well, I'm thinking of it, and I was like, maybe this is a pretty good poll because those numbers are shocking. Shocking. What are these people thinking?
As I said, in the UK, the top 3 people.
Okay, I take it back. This was a very good poll. Okay, this was enlightening.
The top 3 sports in the UK: boxing, horse racing, and soccer. In the US, the top 3 sports people thought were fixed was boxing, football, and horse racing.
All right. Okay.
Now, here's the interesting numbers. One of the questions they asked was, had to do with the amount of match fixing in the sports today. 24% of the respondents said the amount of match fixing in professional sport was increasing. 33% firmly believed, I like that phrasing, firmly believed that match fixing was staying at the same levels, and only 8% stated that match fixing is being slowly eradicated.
Okay. I mean, if all these people knew things were being fixed, you would think, they wouldn't be fixed.
Well, to address your statement,
why wouldn't they
there,
do something about it?
The last point we're going to make on this.
All right, good, because this is blowing my mind.
71% stated firmly that match fixing would turn them off watching sports. 9% of the answers claimed they would be unaffected, and 20% were unsure.
If I knew something was fixed, I'd just stay away from it. I mean, I can't believe that wasn't even someone saying something like that.
It's an interesting poll in that the answers should have been a lot more one way or the other.
I guess I'm in the 71% stated firmly that match fixing would turn them off watching sports. How can that not be more?
I thought it'd be at least 90%.
From a sports betting thing. I mean, you want to do your work. You want to look at the numbers. You want to look at the trends, and then knowing something is fixed means it's out of your control. And
well, it's in somebody's control.
Yeah, it's someone's, not yours, and you're the one betting money on it. Stay away from it. But again, I can't believe it's only 71%.
If you knew something was being fixed, wouldn't the temptation would be to actually bet on the fixed part of it?
Well, if you knew, I guess if you knew how it was being fixed, I guess so. But if it's being fixed, it's not on the up and up anyway. And how can you trust something that untrustworthy people are doing to a sport? So,
and are you culpable if you bet on a fixed match?
Yeah,
too, if you know they're fixed.
I mean, if you know, probably someone else knows. But this. Very interesting survey. I mean, I thought it was a crazy thing when I first heard about it.
The numbers are a lot surprising.
Numbers are shocking. The numbers are absolutely shocking.
Exit 2.
Well, obviously we're going to the more mundane topics instead of match fixing. We're going to be talking about another eSports betting patent being filed.
Oh, another patent, huh?
Yeah, we haven't talked
now, are
patents
these patents
in a while.
mostly on the... I know there's something called a business method patent. You can patent the way someone does business, or you can patent I guess a computer program or how something is computed. Is that what we're talking about here?
This can fall under both business method and also utility patent.
Okay.
Which is the actual physical thing is what you're talking about. It's a utility patent.
For not being a patent attorney, that was quite impressive how I worked that out, huh?
Yes, if you only use the proper terms.
Yeah. Oh, I did? Yeah, right. I didn't use the word thingamajiggy.
Yes.
Which
yes.
Almost came out of my mouth.
Well, we have, like I said, another eSports betting patent, and this one, again, is being filed by eSports Technologies. They have done multiple patents for eSports.
Well, with a name like eSports Technologies, you would think they would have a lot of patents.
Exactly. Goes without saying. They have now applied for a betting exchange system patent that will offer bookmakers and bettors more convenience, better prices, improved liquidity when betting on eSports.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting because the way it's described, and I should just read this.
So it sounds to me like a business method patent, a way they are
it's both.
offering
If it's
things.
a software system, it's a utility patent.
It's a software system,
Yeah.
it's a utility patent. If it's a way of doing business, it's a business method
It could be
patent.
both. They could file both.
All right, okay.
The patent describes a new private betting exchange system that allows users to subscribe to certain esports titles, leagues, organizations, teams, and players.
All right.
Basically, when you set up your Google to do automatic searches, you have one search set up for certain things.
You want to get news stories on a certain subject.
Basically, this
So that's
idea
what
for
they're doing?
esports, where you actually have the system culling all the information on a certain league, certain team, certain player, so you can actually get all the information in front of you in a more convenient and more efficient manner.
Now, let me ask you
to make
something.
a bet.
They just filed this patent, right?
They just filed
it.
it.
Wasn't granted. The fact that we just had a similar way of doing things, like our Google example kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hurt them getting a patent because you said it was kind of the same way they're doing it?
No, because the way patents work is you file claims that at times can build upon an existing patent or an existing process,
So what
say.
they did, they took,
if
finding a subject matter and they're building upon that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because you
All
can
right.
get a patent. You don't have to get a patent on the entire thing. You can get a patent on what you created based upon existing patents.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen patents with about 500 claims in them, and only 250 are new.
Yeah.
So you get the patent on the 250, but not the whole 500 because somebody else owns the first 250.
It's amazing. Patents are so specialized. I mean, you need if you're filing a patent, you need a patent lawyer, and patent lawyers actually have to take an extra bar exam to be a patent lawyer.
Yes.
I mean, you get
one
your
of the few
normal
things that
you
are
get your normal
specialties.
bar exam, you pass, you're a lawyer. You want to be a patent lawyer, you have to take another bar exam.
Right.
So
in the bar
that's why they're so expensive.
in the
by
legal
way.
field, there are only certain areas of law that are considered you can call yourself a specialist in.
Yeah.
There's patent, there's admiralty, and there's a couple others, but it's a very limited area what you can call a specialty.
So if you're ever thinking about getting a patent, realize these are specialized lawyers that you need, which means they're a whole lot of money.
Specialized fees.
A lot of money.
Well, this is actually kind of an interesting patent to me because, like I said, it's a color. I guess you can call it that, where it just you set it up to go ahead and create your own set of data that you like to bet on.
Okay.
And it makes it so much more convenient, so much more efficient. And
I like
that's what
that.
they
That's,
filed a patent for this.
That could be used in other
exactly
betting systems too.
But this is not, like I said, eSports technology has been busy this past year. This past June, they filed a patent for live streaming wagering technology that incorporates eSports streaming with betting.
Okay.
In July, they announced that it's working on a new eSports predictive model. That's more technology for you. And in August, they filed another patent for an eSports betting odds generator. So,
what do they have? Patent lawyers on staff?
I think that's all they have on staff.
Oh, my God.
Good
for them. Hey, you know what? They're cornering the market on esports betting.
They are creating a very interesting vertical there.
Yeah.
And I wonder, once it's all put together, are they going to launch it, or are they going to be licensing it to other places? That's going to be interesting to see what happens down the road here. All these things come together.
Exit 3.
Well, all those years ago when the NFL had to be dragged kicking and screaming to get involved with sports betting, or allow sports betting, I should say.
Yep.
They are now getting involved in everything in terms of gaming, and it's kind of funny to watch.
They're going gambling crazy, huh?
Yes, they are.
Right.
They are. They're going nuts here. The NFL and Aristocrat Gaming have announced an exclusive multi-year slot machine licensing agreement.
Interesting. Now, will they have one kind of slot machines that incorporates all the teams, or will there be different team slot machines?
There will be both.
Oh, okay. All right.
According to the deal, it's an exclusive global license for Aristocrat to build land-based NFL-themed slot machines. And they will be on the casino floors. They're not just online games.
Wow, great.
Like what we're seeing with, I think Unibet has...
Yeah, I saw Unibet.
Pittsburgh Steelers, Philadelphia Eagles. BetMGM has Jets.
Yeah.
So, I should say Roar or Bet or Entain or whatever that division is. They have Jets games on Borgata Casino and also BetMGM.
I've seen them, yeah.
So those are online. These are actually going to be brick and mortar, retail, physical slot machines on casino floors.
See, I would definitely play that.
And
I love that. I love that idea.
They're allowing... I see this is going to be interesting to watch here, because the NFL slot machines, according to the press release, not a lot of information was allowed with the press release or was not revealed. They will allow fans the ability to customize their experiences based on their favorite teams. Now, I don't know if that means you're going to have an NFL slot cabinet where you just put your money in and before you start playing you pick a team.
See, that would be cool. All right.
Or is it going to be team-centric and you have to be in a certain city, state, wherever those teams are? I mean, it sounds the way they're describing it. You put your money in and you're going to be able to choose your I guess, your theme of the game.
I guess
like it's an Eagles game or a Cowboys game, or wherever you're playing. I think you're going to have the choice of all 32 teams.
Well, I would definitely play an NFL themed slot machine. So.
It'll be different. I mean, again, it was very interesting to see the NFL first of all fight it, embrace it, and now they're making these deals that are actually, they're logical in terms of what they're doing here.
Now,
too.
you said this is for the retail casinos, for the brick-and-mortar casinos. Are they thinking about stuff for the online casinos as well? Because I know a lot of states are getting them, and a lot of states are...
Funny you should say that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Part of the deal also included a non-exclusive license for virtual sports.
All right.
Which are part of the online casinos.
Great.
So I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing, because I know places like Inspired Entertainment.
By the way, we're going to have the president and the COO on very, very soon.
They do the virtual sports games. Mm-hmm. They just did the deal with the Major League Baseball. We talked about this last week.
I have a lot of fun with those virtual games because I play it on the Borgata. Talking about Inspired Entertainment, I play a lot on Borgata, which is Inspired Entertainment games. And they have football. They have a new baseball game. They have I do horse racing too. I like horse racing. They have dog racing.
They have car racing.
Yeah, they have marbles.
Marbles. That's
interesting. It's got.
I got to take a look at it because I was watching some of the marble stuff during the actual physical marble tournaments.
I haven't seen that.
They were on TV for a while because
really? Okay.
During the pandemic when all the real sports were shut down, marbles took over. Basically,
how dare you call marbles not a real sport? How dare you?
I apologize to all the marble lights out there.
We're going to get email on that one.
Marble lights. How about that? But again, slot machines, brick and mortar. They're going to be on the casino floors during the 2023 NFL season. So something to look forward to next year or two here. I want to see exactly what I'm assuming the next G2E, you're going to see these cabinets on the floor that they're going to demonstrate.
Oh, I would guess, yeah.
I think that's going to be one of the biggest products out there. You actually may see an NFL section now for G2E.
That's great.
Exit 4.
And last but not least, we're going to talk a little trademarks. We haven't talked trademarks in a while either.
Wow, we're doing patents, and now we're doing trademarks, huh?
Yes, we're going to bore the crap out of our audience by talking legalities here. We have Nike filing 4 trademark applications with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to protect its marks in categories including downloadable virtual goods.
What is that? Now, okay, would those be NFTs?
No.
No? Okay. I just need to say NFT once a week. So
we seem to have to do that.
But would they be a downloadable virtual good? It seems like it would be.
Well, they are a virtual good.
Okay.
But this is not referring to this.
Nothing with Nike, huh?
Basically, what Nike is trying to do is create a brand for Nike in the virtual space. You know when you're playing these eSports games or these like Fortnite and you buy a skin?
Yeah.
You buy clothing to go with the skin?
You buy clothing for your avatar.
Your avatar.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
This is what
I was
they
trying
are
to figure out what the hell you were
trademark.
talking about.
They're trying to trademark their virtual goods. Basically, you go into a clothing store, a Nike store, and buy Nike products. If you go online and you're in a game, an eSports game, where you have to buy an avatar and then buy a skin for the avatar.
So wait a minute.
You have to buy virtual goods like a hat, a shirt, that are going to be branded Nike.
I get the fact you have to buy an avatar. I get it's the world we live in today that when you play a game, you sometimes have to buy an avatar. But now you have to buy the clothes to put on your avatar?
You don't have to do that. Some come with it, but there are going to be Nike branded.
So if you wanted to buy special clothing for your avatar, this is what they're talking about.
Yes, they are trying to create their own. They're the first ones to do
now,
this.
Can someone?
Granted, this is an incredible idea.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. But, if you get the money for it, what the hell? But can you buy real goods based on the... Like if you bought a virtual shirt for your virtual character, can you also
buy
purchase
the matching shirt
for yourself?
I'm assuming
because
that's
I
what
bet
this is
you
for.
Some players would.
I can't imagine Nike not thinking that.
Well, if they didn't, we'll trademark it or patent it or whatever the hell you're talking about.
Well, again, good luck with the downloadable virtual goods trademark for Nike. Last one for the day. I have 2 of them in this exit. So,
okay.
Vanessa Bryant.
Yes.
Kobe's widow, reportedly filed paperwork to trademark KB24. That's the initials of Kobe on the jersey wore the second stint with the Lakers.
Okay.
And his initials, KB and 24.
Great.
This is for a entertainment company.
Good.
That Kobe was working on, before his untimely death there. The company's going to be called Kobe Inc.
Okay.
And it's going to have several departments, including documentary production, trading cards, music, podcasts, TV shows, websites, training camps. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that's not on the list in the notes, and I read it in 2 other areas, they're going to be creating NFTs.
Okay, great.
So we got in the NFT again.
And I think it's great she's trademarking KB24 just to protect it. You don't want other people outside of your family using it. So I think it's a great idea, even if you weren't doing the entertainment company to trademark KB24. But it's great that she's going to use it for a entertainment company.
Well, there's a lot of people out there trying to use his name now.
That's what I mean. You have to do it to protect.
Exactly. More so than anything else, protect the legacy than actually even in starting a company. Sometimes you just got to do it that way. But she's doing a company called Kobe Inc., and it's KB24.
Great. And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Stick around. We got a Beatin the House segment. We got our Week 10 NFL picks, and we also have a book report. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Attention! Here is something big banks don't want you to know about your IRA or 401k. You can store your retirement savings where you can actually see, touch, and hold it in your hands. With a Paradigm Gold or Silver IRA, you can transfer a portion of your savings to physical gold and silver coin and store them where you can see them. The stock market is close to its all-time high, and your retirement might be at risk again. But you can trust Paradigm Gold Group to help.
Call 800-417-3932. 800-417-3932.
Paradigm Gold Group is a gold IRA leader, rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau, where gold and silver has been in the family business for over 40 years. Call for your free guide to Paradigm's Gold IRA. Protect your retirement savings today with Paradigm.
Call 800-417-3932. 800-417-3932.
The sports betting community is back live in New Jersey at the Meadowlands Expo Center starting November 30th with the SBC Summit North America. For 3 days, SBC Summit North America brings together exhibitors, world-class hospitality, and the very best networking and business opportunities to some of the most exclusive venues in New York and New Jersey. With panels and events on investment, marketing, regulation, and many more relevant topics to the sports betting industry, the SBC Summit North America provides an experience second to none. The SBC Summit North America is brought to you by the SBC, the largest media network in the sports betting industry. Join over 2,500 delegates, 200 speakers, and more than 50 exhibitors at SBC Summit North America, November 30th through December 2nd at the Meadowlands Expo Center in New Jersey. Head over to sbcevents.com for more information on this year's conference and register today. SBC Summit North America, brought to you by the SBC, the largest media network in the sports betting industry. Don't miss out on the largest dedicated sports betting trade show in the world.
With some of the best promotions and offers in the sports betting market, PointsBet simply stands out. PointsBet is the only U.S. online bookmaker to offer points betting, where every yard, every point, every goal, even every play matters. Same-game parlays, good karma payouts, early payouts, and exclusive game day promotions and guarantees for all sports. PointsBet offers more bet types than any other bookmaker in the world, offering a unique set of markets that aren't available anywhere else. And now PointsBet is offering one of the best sign-up offers in the sports betting market today. New customers signing up with code BET21 receive 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Get up to $500 back if your first fixed odds bet loses, and up to $1,500 if your first points betting bet loses. That's code BET21 for 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000 at PointsBet. PointsBet, it pays to be fast. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin the House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to another edition of Beatin the House, where we talk about the casino wins, the sportsbook wins, the lottery wins, keno wins, bingo wins, even bad beat poker jackpots.
Absolutely.
We're going to start off this week in Michigan. And we've actually done a couple of these casinos in the past, so I got to start visiting some of these Four Winds casinos because they seem to pay out a lot. We have the Four Winds New Buffalo Casino in Michigan with another jackpot.
Okay. All right.
A guest from Lawrence, Michigan won almost $495,000, a progressive, at Four Winds New Buffalo on a $2 wager.
Wow. Okay. $2, huh?
Yes, and they were playing The Mask, another game I really am not familiar with.
The Mask? You mean the movie with John Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
John
Yes.
Carrey. Oh, my God.
that would be a more
Wow.
interesting
Okay.
movie, but
Boy.
anyway. Yes.
Has he done a movie lately? I called him John Carrey, so it's. I guess he hasn't done anything lately.
Well, this is based on the New Line Cinema 1994 hit comedy, not to be confused with that god-awful sequel, The Mask 2, by the way.
Is this an old machine, or is this a new machine? I'm shocked they're still doing The Mask lottery machines. I mean, what is it, a 25-year-old movie?
Well, again, you have all these anniversaries coming up for movies.
Well,
you might as well
I just
release
said
them.
25th anniversary, so I guess so.
We just saw the Rocky machines in, what was that?
Live Philly.
Live Philly.
What's the exact name of that? I called it Live Casino Hotel Philadelphia, Live Philly.
Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia.
Yeah. By the way, what a great place. And you know what? After this segment, I'm noticing some of the machines you've been talking about. I mean, I've seen Dancing Drum.
Dancing Drum Explosion.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Both of them are out there.
I'm not sure what machine I won some money on. It wasn't Dancing Drum. It was something like that. But it's I'm starting to recognize some of the machines that you're talking about.
Some of those machines in that casino are huge. They have all cabinets. It's almost all cabinets in
the
there.
The Buffalo machines, or not the I don't know what they're called. The big Buffalo machines.
The Aristocrat Buffalo Link games.
Yeah, those things.
Yes.
Those things are huge. It took up a whole wall.
But again, this is the movie's coming up on an anniversary. But I don't think this is a brand new game. I think this is within the last 10 years, maybe 5 years. Made by Every. I'm sure you're going to see it online because anything Every does brick and mortar, you usually see online at some point. Matter of fact, I think I have seen this online somewhere.
Really, the Masked Slot
Yes.
machine, huh? Okay.
Well,
again, I'll check it out because online you can. They have a search function where you can actually search the machine you're looking for.
Yes,
but,
yes.
So I'll type in the Mask.
And also, if you go to the company website, sometimes they list who's got it as a client.
All right.
So
hey, if it pays off, I don't care
exactly.
what it is.
And this was actually a progressive. Now, I don't know if it was linked into all the Four Winds properties as a progressive or just the one property as a progressive. I would assume it's linked to all the properties, the Four Winds properties. But anyway, $2 bet, almost $495,000 win for the person from Lawrence, Michigan. I don't know the sex, male or female, of this because they did not put that in the information.
Okay.
We're going to go over to New Jersey.
All right.
And we're not going into the brick-and-mortar casinos.
Oh, an online casino. Good.
This is all online. We've got 3 jackpots to talk about in New Jersey, all online.
Okay.
This is our first one from Ocean Online Casino.
I have not tried that one yet. I should try that.
It's actually a pretty cool site. I mean, it's really easy to look at. I
love the retail place. I mean, it's the greatest one.
Well, I'm curious to see. I haven't been in the retail place since the new owners came in. Not just recently they came in, but I haven't gone into there yet. But we have a Divine Fortune progressive jackpot.
I told you, Divine Fortune's like a money machine.
No word on the bet size.
It's the big 3: Divine Fortune, Monopoly, and what's the other one? The
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah.
Well, this is a Divine Fortune progressive. The player won $293,000 playing the Divine Fortune game at the Ocean Online Casino. By the way, very nice setup. The coloring is really cool at Ocean Online. It actually does remind you of the casino.
All right,
the actual brick and mortar.
I got to check it out.
Staying in New Jersey, staying in the metaverse. How's that for working?
The metaverse, is that what it's called?
Yes, that's what they're calling it now. We have Party Casino.
All right.
I don't think we've ever done a Party Casino story
I'm
here.
familiar with New Jersy Party Poker.
And that's the casino version.
That's the
casino half of the Party Poker.
All right.
All run by Roar Digital, the BetMGM guys. 2 $100,000 jackpots.
Okay, nice.
Both from Slingo Triple Extreme.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
It's a brand new Slingo variation. As a matter of fact, if you go to some of these casinos, especially Party Casino, I think Borgata and also BetMGM have it too because they're all same setup.
Now, when you
they
say...
have a Slingo section.
Okay, what's Slingo? I know that. I know that term.
Remember from Price is Right?
I was going to say that. Is that the big thing where you have to walk to the top of it and release a puck?
Yeah,
and it goes to. I thought that was Plinko.
That's Plinko, but it's basically kind of the same thing.
Okay, all right.
Basically, it's almost like Connect Four on a casino floor kind of thing, where you have to line up different symbols.
All right. Okay.
And
see, now I'm getting confused. I'm going to go check out Slingo now.
Yeah, Slingo is almost like a bingo.
Okay.
So think of it that way. It's more of a bingo game kind of thing where you have
see, I was thinking Plinko, and you're doing Slingo.
Yes.
All right.
But this is a Slingo Triple X Extreme. Boy, that's a hard way to say that. Slingo Triple Extreme game. Here's the description. As lava bubbles beneath your grid, hit start game to release the flaming balls and fire up the slot reel, making numbers off your 5x5 grid when any number matches occur.
All right, this has nothing to do with Plinko.
No, this is
Plinko.
Nothing to do with
This is
Slingo Extreme.
When there's lava involved, it has nothing to do
well,
with
it's the
Price is
background.
Right.
It's the background
All right,
of the thing.
okay.
So, hey, I'd actually pay to watch Plinko.
I was way off base on that one.
If you mark off 5 numbers in a row, you'll get a Slingo, basically bingo kind of thing.
Okay.
And progress up the win ladder on the left.
All right.
But
nothing to do with Price is Right.
No, nothing to do with Price is Right.
Nothing Plinko.
18 different types of Slingo games are out there.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll use that search feature again on my online casinos and look for Slingo.
And according to the Division of Gaming Enforcement out of New Jersey, 2 $100,000 jackpot winners playing Slingo Extreme have happened in the last 2 weeks.
Well, I definitely have to check it out now.
They didn't say what the bet size was for each of them.
All right.
But again, this one I think I have to go back and check, but I think this is another progressive type game.
So this was New Jersey's Party Casino, right?
Right. Party Casino, New Jersey is how you refer to it.
Okay.
So we had 3 internet jackpots, Ocean Online, and 2 from Party Casino. I hope we get some more of these because it's kind of interesting to see the different types of online games that are available.
I got to tell you, that there's nothing better than the feeling when you win a large amount of money sitting in your own home.
Yes.
It's the greatest thing in the world. Whether you're playing poker or online casino or online slots or whatever, it is so great.
Next up, we have a multi-sport parlay. Now, we've done these in the past, but we've never done one from Caesar Sportsbook.
All right.
This is our first
multi-sport, huh?
This is our first Caesar Sportsbook multi-sport parlay, and this happened a little while ago. A $500 bet on an 8-leg parlay to win $107,000.
Nice.
Now, the only reason I do these...
It's a nice return.
It's a great return, but it's the multi-sport that gets me. We have 2 puck line bets for the NHL, 3 NBA spread bets, 1 college football alternate spread, and an under in soccer.
Wow. Boy, that's
that's some research there.
When you say multi-sport, that's
4 different sports.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, if you want, 4 different sports: hockey, basketball, football, and soccer.
Wow.
So again, I only do these when it's a multi-sport because it's really interesting to see exactly what sports were involved. I mean, if this guy had done soccer, badminton, tennis, table tennis, all that stuff, that would be really interesting to see if anybody's ever done that.
That'd be impressive.
Okay, we're moving back over to the lottery section of our jackpot segment here. Jackpocket, the lottery app. We have a New Jersey player winning $9.4 million on a Pick 6 lotto bought through the Jackpocket app.
Wow, a lot of wins in New Jersey this week, huh?
Well, they were busy.
Yeah, I guess so. $9.4 million, huh?
The largest sum won to date across all mobile gaming platforms in the U.S.
And Jackpocket is the mobile site where you can purchase your lottery tickets, right?
Yes, you can purchase any of the lottery tickets. I think they do the major ones, Mega Millions,
sure,
all those things. And also, I think they have if whatever state they're in, they actually carry some of the local ones too. And this was a Jersey Pick 6 lotto.
So this was record, huh?
This was a record, national record.
Wow. Okay.
The lucky winner worked in the healthcare field and is from Union County, New Jersey. The last time Jackpocket had a major digital prize announcement was a $1 million prize playing Cash for Life in New Jersey in January of this year. So this one just blew right by that, $9.4 million.
You know, I got to check that out. I mean, I do everything else mobily, like sports betting and slots and poker. I mean, I might as well do lottery. You know, and the only time I play lottery is I'm at the supermarket and I see the customer desk empty. I was like, oh, I can get a lottery ticket right away. So
Yeah.
that's the only time I get a lottery ticket.
Well, according to the press release that Jackpocket put out, since that last time that major prize was awarded back in January of 2021, this year, the app has seen an 838% increase in active players.
Well, that's what I mean. You do everything else online. You might as well get lottery online.
And they've given out, they have had nearly 630,000 winners this year alone through the app.
Great.
And that's with more than 7,000 users winning over 100 more than once, $100. So they're actually turning off getting a good crowd following there.
Absolutely.
The more you pay out, the more people sign up for you.
Hey, you know what? If it's convenient to do anything for people, they'll do that. I mean, convenience is a big key.
Next up, we have the Maryland Lottery, and we have a Maryland man claiming his second $2 million lottery prize.
So he won two $2 million
Yes,
lottery prizes.
yes.
Wow. I would love just to win one.
The retired utility worker from Salisbury, Maryland, bought two $2 million Richer scratch-off tickets from a local Exxon.
Oh, these were scratch-off tickets.
These are scratchers. First ticket.
Did he do it right in the station?
I don't know. It's unclear if he was actually at the station when he scratched it off. I would assume he did.
I would love to see the security footage of that when he realizes he won $2 million.
Well, the first ticket,
that's gotta be great.
The first ticket, he won $100. Already starting his day off good with the lottery there.
Oh, the same day he won $100. Okay,
and then his second ticket hit the $2 million jackpot. I almost said jackpocket again. Okay. Jackpot. Let's see. The previous one he had won during the pandemic.
Great.
So he's been having a good couple of years here with this.
Yeah, right.
The one thing that was interesting about this game, he won the second $2 million lottery prize only a day or two before the actual game ended. The game had an end date of November 1st, 2021, and he won it at the end of October.
Oh, nice way to finish that up.
Yeah,
huh?
Talk about getting in under the wire with that.
Yeah, boy.
And last but not least, we're going up to Canada.
All right.
We've been having a lot of Canadian lottery stories. The Saskatoon Lottery. A Saskatoon man has won the second largest lottery jackpot in the province's history. Matthew Popel, they released his name, lucky recipient of a $55 million jackpot.
Wow.
Yep.
What is this, like a pick six or a...
This is the Lotto Max draw.
All right.
So it's I would assume it's almost like a pick six or probably like a Mega Millions type game kind of thing.
Okay.
And he called his buddy and they joked about it. Well, it would be great if we won the money. And then they found out they won the money.
That's great.
This was the second largest jackpot. The largest was a $60 million windfall in Neville, Saskatoon, won in August of 2016. So he almost got the record.
Boy,
Very
lots
close.
of money being won in Saskatoon.
And that was $55 million U.S., not the Canadian version of it. So I just translated to U.S. dollars. That's it for this week's Beatin' the House segment. Keep those press releases coming in. If you have a jackpot, whether it's Keno, bingo, lottery, slots, bad beat, let us know. info@turnpikesportsradio.com, and we will include it in future upcoming segments.
Our NFL picks are next. What is this, Week 10?
Week 10.
Oh, wow, Week 10 already. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on the free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. Plus,
Free shipping!
always sent in discreet packaging. Go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus the 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. That's BABE16, because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
Auto Accident Help Desk is a marketing agency connecting callers with attorneys. Providers pay a fee for advertising services.
I love getting my kids ready and driving them to school.
But a careless driver can change your life in an instant, and insurance companies want to settle on the cheap. Auto Accident Help Desk connects victims with powerful lawyers. They fight for you.
I called Auto Accident Help Desk and got help for my pain and suffering.
Don't let an insurance company take advantage of you. Our attorneys fight and beat big insurance every day.
Call 800-297-9766. 800-297-9766.
If you've been injured in an automobile accident in the last 6 months, you owe it to yourself to make this free call with no obligation. We're available 24/7 to help you get the money you deserve for your pain and suffering. Auto Accident Help Desk helps accident victims like you every day.
Call 800-297-9766. 800-297-9766. 800-297-9766.
This week's Turnpike Sports Pro Pick segment is brought to you by BorgataSports.com. Your favorite casino is now your favorite sportsbook. Available anywhere in New Jersey, BorgataSports.com. Sign up at BorgataSports.com using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E. Make your first wager of $20 or more and you'll get $100 in free bets. That's $100 in free bets when your first wager on Borgata Sports is $20 or more. Get into the action with BorgataSports.com. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to this week's Pro Pick segment for Turnpike Sports. This is now Week 10. I can't believe how fast the season's moving along here.
I got to tell you, last week, NFL bettors were just destroyed by it was such a strange week. I mean, teams that should have won easily actually lost. So I know that's a probability or a possibility every week in the NFL, but wow, what the Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers, who should have won that game with Kyler Murray out, Buffalo Bills is shocking to me, and LA Rams. So all losers, and that means a lot of people, and there are a lot of parlays. I know a lot of those teams are a part of parlays because they were part of some of my money line parlays. And,
I had Buffalo and Dallas in a couple money line parlays, so I took a nice hit. But you know what? Week 9.
Let me tell you something. Speaking of parlays, I think money line parlays will do very well in Week 10 because very interesting statistics. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, first of all, Week 9 is almost like the second type of weekend the sports books look for. They look for the start of the sports betting season with the NFL, and then you got weeks like this every so often where just everything against the grain for the sports bettor goes, and it goes right to the sports books.
The sports
they
books
love these types
did
of weeks.
so well last weekend, and also the first thing I thought of when I saw all these huge losses were those survivor contests and those big contests out in Las Vegas who you have to pick a team every week that you think will win, and if you lose you're out of the entire contest. So I mean, Circa has a huge one, and I'm sure a lot of people dropped out.
Well, I feel bad if anyone bet all their tickets on Buffalo, Dallas, or the Rams, because they're out, and the survivor ones anyway. Yeah. But Week 10's coming up. Another interesting week here, I think, because you have 6 games with a point spread of 9 points or more. There are 6 games that have a point spread of 3.5 or less. So we've got a whole wide range of things. There's only 2 games between that.
Money line parlay week.
Well, again, I think this is going to be an interesting.
You might make up some money you lost last week.
If this holds true here.
And by the way, as always, always check the lines before you place a bet because, they change constantly. They change throughout the week. COVID has thrown a lot of things into disarray, especially for basketball bettors. Boy, if you were on the 76ers this week, boy, you had some problems with COVID. So always check the lines.
Well, with that in mind, we're going to be talking about doing our picks on Tuesday using Borgata's Tuesday lines.
Yes.
Just so everyone knows, it's spreads and totals. We don't do money lines during the show. We each pick 3 teams.
But I'm doing money lines this weekend.
Oh, I'm
Personal
doing money
betting.
lines you wouldn't believe.
Oh, my God.
Again, Tuesday lines. These will change. Our odds we're using here will change by game time. Maybe not much.
Maybe not.
Also depending upon who doesn't play, depending on COVID.
Yeah.
Because I got nailed with that Green Bay one. I had picked Green Bay earlier
Oh, sure.
on the week.
A lot of people picked Green Bay early in the week, and it came to bite us on the butt.
Well, I really.
By the way, the
I
Chiefs
really
didn't. The Chiefs didn't blow them out.
No,
the Chiefs did not blow out the Packers. So
I have to admit, I really was shocked
strange,
that Green Bay did not handle that pressure that well. I really thought they would have had something in place for short screens.
The Green Bay defense looked great, though.
Yeah,
looked fantastic.
Kansas City again. Their defense looked good because Jordan Love looked confused half the time.
Well, look, I have Kansas City in one of my picks this week. I didn't pick Kansas City, just a little hint there. But
See, I
Kansas
avoided...
City, they are not playing up to expectations. So I always keep that in mind when I'm doing my picks as well.
Well, last week, as we've been talking, was not a good week for us.
No.
It was not a good week for the sports books either. I do
sports
take
better.
Sports better. I'm
good,
sorry.
Good week for the sports
books. I went 0-2-1. I got my first push.
Okay.
You went 1-2.
Yep.
Season to date, I am still in the lead, not by much anymore.
Really?
15-11-1. You are 12-12-3.
Oh, okay.
Little by little, you're creeping up there. Again, longest I've had a lead on you in the NFL season here since we've been doing these picks.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, and you're slowly coming up on the outside, and you may overtake me soon. I don't know. If I have another bad week and you have a good week, you may actually have the lead after this. I went first last week, didn't I?
I don't know.
Go ahead. You go first. I can't remember who went first
I'll
last week.
go first. All right, my first game is the Cleveland Browns versus the New England Patriots, who are favored by 1.5 points with a total of 45. Look, the New England Patriots have been one of the hot teams in the NFL and especially the AFC East lately, but I think the Cleveland Browns still have a much more talented team. The Browns are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games, and I think they're going to keep this close. And you know what? They even have a good chance of an outright win because the Patriots have not been very good at Foxborough this year. The Patriots are 3-9-1 against the spread in their last 13 games after an ATS win, which is this week. So I'm going with the trends in this one, and I'm taking the underdog Cleveland Browns.
Well, my first game, Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. It's one of those huge spread games. Colts are favored by 10.5. There's an over-under of 47. I'm still in shock at the Jaguars beating the Bills.
Unbelievable.
I've seen people referring to it as the upset of the decade. I really don't think that was it. I think Buffalo just had a really bad game. And also, Jacksonville's defense is not that bad. It's the offense that's the question mark. They keep turning the ball over and over and over. They're coming into Indianapolis. They are Indy's 4-0 against the spread against teams with a losing record. The Colts lead the league in the turnover margin as well as takeaways. They've got 20. Jacksonville loves to turn the ball over, it looks like. They've already gotten 14 turnovers. And also, interesting stat, the Jacksonville Jaguars are 0-4 coming off an against the spread win. They have not won after they've won.
I can't even remember a week after an against the spread win for the Jaguars. So, boy, good research by you.
And in this series between the Jags and the Colts, the home team is on a 5-1-1 run against the spread.
Okay.
Last 7 meetings. But here's another little research tidbit. The Jaguars are 10-1-1 against the spread in their last 12 meetings. I'm going with the Jaguars to plus 10.5.
Wow, going with the Jaguars.
They're not going to win.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to win, but even Yeah, just picking the Jaguars, I'm surprised you went there.
I think they got enough confidence.
That's courageous.
Also, the Colts' defense is not that good.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of, like you said before, there's a lot of big spreads this week. I kind of stayed away from them because it just, you never know.
I hit them all.
What, really? Did you? I always have this fear when there's a big spread that they're up early. And, they take their foot off the gas, and there's this backdoor cover that looms large in these huge spread games. But that's my fear. So I stayed away from them. My next game is the Minnesota Vikings versus the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 2.5-point favorites with a total of 52.5. Although their season has been up and down, I've been very impressed with the Chargers offense. Last week, Justin Herbert had an excellent game throwing against my Philadelphia Eagles defense, and it was just horrible to watch.
That was my push.
Oh, really? Okay, well, there you go. And I think Herbert's going to do the same thing against the Vikings at home in L.A. this week. In their last 12 games, the Chargers are 9-3 against the spread, and I think the Chargers will certainly win this one by at least a field goal, which is enough to cover the spread. So I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers.
Still want to call them San Diego.
I know. I'm trying to. I'm waiting to do the Oakland Raiders mistake that I usually make. I do San Diego Chargers and Oakland Raiders all the time.
Well, my next game is an AFC East matchup. The Buffalo Bills favored by 13 visiting my New York Jets. The over-under is 47.5. Up until last week, the Jags beating the Bills by 9-6. I really thought this total was going to be higher, especially with what the Jets have been doing. They've been, I think they had the third largest yardage total. I think they almost hit 1,000 yards in 2 games. They've scored 30 points in 3 straight games. I really thought, this total was going to be a lot higher, 47.5. I'm telegraphing what I'm doing. I'm doing the over 47.5. Listen to these numbers. The last.
I was wondering where you were going. I didn't know if you were going with the total or if you were going to jump on the Jets this week.
Listen to these totals for the Jets. The last 5 games: 51 points, 47 points, 67, 65, and 75 points. That's the totals for the last 5 games the Jets have been in.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And the over is 5-0 in the Jets' last 5 games overall. The Jets seem to have found their offense. Now with that defense playing really,
I don't even know who the quarterback is for the Jets this week.
I don't. If
does it matter?
If it's anyone other than Wilson, it's going to be a high-scoring game. If Wilson comes in, I'm still not sold on him understanding that offense the way it works. Maybe something with the floor being upstairs has something to do with it.
I don't think he's ready yet. He certainly will be ready to be an NFL quarterback, but what has shown over the last couple of weeks is that, when you have 2 seasoned quarterbacks in as the Jets quarterback, the offense runs a lot better.
The offense looks amazing.
So maybe it's a matter of Zach Wilson's not ready yet.
I think Zach Wilson doesn't understand the offense completely
yet. That's a part of not being ready.
But I think with the way the Jets defense has been playing up and down, sometimes they don't even show up at the game, you might see both offenses go off on each other. So I'm going over 47.5.
All right, my last game is the Kansas City Chiefs, who are favored by 2.5 points versus the Las Vegas Raiders with a total of 52.5 points. If there's one thing this season has taught us is that the Kansas City Chiefs just don't cover. The Chiefs are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against the AFC West, and 5-16 against the spread in their last 21 games. And now, just by contrast, the Raiders are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games as an underdog. So, look, this is going to be a very close game, and I think the Raiders may even pull out a win against Kansas City because I have not been impressed with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going with the underdog Las Vegas Raiders.
I don't think even Andy Reid's impressed with his team this year.
I got 2 underdogs in my these picks this week.
Well,
so.
It's a weird week.
So here we go.
My last game, Carolina Panthers at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are favored by 10, and the over-under is 44.5. Another large point spread game. Maybe I just like those games.
They scare me.
Because I've gone close games the last couple of weeks, and they haven't worked out the way I want them to, so I'm going the other way.
They'll be part of my money line parlays, but not my spread betting this week.
We've got a Panthers team whose quarterback seems to have regressed again.
Terrible. Someone reminded him he
was Sam Darnold.
He was Sam Darnold.
Well, the Panthers are 1-5 overall in these last 6 games, and they're also 1-5 against the spread here. Darnold underperforming, looks confused. That last game against Belichick just did not do him any favors. 3 more interceptions against Belichick.
And a pick 6.
Which he's had one in every game he's played against Belichick. The home team in this series, 7-1 against the spread in the last 8. The Cardinals are 7-2 against the spread all season long. 2-1 at home against the spread in their last 3 games. These teams are going opposite directions. I don't see Carolina really putting up much of a fight. I could be wrong. Darnold may actually wake up and play extremely well, but I'm going with the Cardinals and laying the points, 10. Let's recap.
All right, I'm going with the underdog Cleveland Browns against the New England Patriots, who are favored by 1.5. I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers, who are favored by 2.5 against the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm taking the underdog Las Vegas Raiders, who are 2.5-point underdogs against the Kansas City Chiefs.
And I'm taking the underdog Jaguars plus 10.5 against the Colts, the over 47.5 Bills-Jets game, and I'm going with the favored Cardinals by 10 over the Panthers in my last game. These will be put up on the Turnpike Sports Radio blog after the show is released. Head on over to turnpikesportsradio.com, click on the blog button. You'll see those in print form. Feel free to comment on them there. You can also reach out to us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports, at Turnpike Bets also is our secondary Twitter handle. We've got Turnpike Sports on Facebook and Turnpike Sports Radio on Instagram.
All right, the book report's next, so stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months. That's right. Get the bathroom of your dreams now and pay for it in 2021. Call 1-800-308-8291 for a free no-obligation price quote. That's 1-800-308-8291. When you want quality bathroom products at a great price, it's got to be BCI Bath & Shower. That's 1-800-308-8291.
During these difficult times, we understand how important it is to stay healthy and safe. With so many of us confined to our homes and not being able to work, we feel the financial burden more than ever. Many folks lost their jobs and businesses. Others were furloughed, and some are working from home at reduced pay. Keeping up with your bills is not easy under these circumstances. If you have credit card debt and cannot keep up with your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros are here to help. Give us a call to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. Protect your credit and let us help you find a solution that fits your needs. We, your friends at Debt Fix Pros, are here to help. Let us take care of your credit card debt so you can focus on what is really important. Call for a free phone consultation at 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011. That's 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011. United we stand.
Attention Medicare recipients and anyone turning 65. Medicare has approved new benefits not included with original Medicare and older Medicare Advantage plans. You may not be getting all of the benefits you're entitled to, including in-home aids, telephone appointments with your doctors, home-delivered meals and prescriptions. These benefits may be available, and it's a free call to enroll. The new plans may also offer free eyeglasses, free hearing aids, free wellness visits, and gym memberships. Call the Medicare benefits line now. It's easy. Call 800-217-1797. 800-217-1797. Find out if you're eligible for new benefits like meal and prescription delivery, in-home aids, and telemedicine. Some plans may have a $0 monthly premium or zero copays for big out-of-pocket savings. Not all Medicare Advantage plans are alike. The new plans have more benefits for many people. Call 800-217-1797. 800-217-1797. 800-217-1797.
The Turnpike Sports Book Report.
The Turnpike Sports Book Report is brought to you by BorgataSports.com. Your favorite casino is now your favorite sports book. Available anywhere in New Jersey, BorgataSports.com. Sign up at BorgataSports.com using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E. Make your first wager of $20 or more, and you'll get $100 in free bets. That's $100 in free bets when your first wager on Borgata Sports is $20 or more. Get into the action with BorgataSports.com. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to this week's edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report, where we discuss the state and national numbers for sports betting revenue, handle, hold, as well as some national numbers as well. We talk about legislation across the country in terms of sports betting. We also discuss some of the launches that have happened around the country, as well as some of the deals between sports betting operators and whether it's a league or another company or a casino. We talk about all this stuff. Before we get into some of the numbers around the country, where, by the way, lots of records again.
Really? Okay. Lots of records.
Let me just throw this stat out you. With legal sports betting launching in Florida and Louisiana, more than half of American adults are now able to place a legal sports bet in their home state.
Wow, that's great.
54% of the American adult population now have access to legalized sports betting in some way, shape, or form.
That's great. I mean, I can't wait to see what 2022 brings. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more states jumping on board, and prompt other states to really consider it.
I think you were referring to Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Massachusetts.
I don't think Massachusetts knows what's going on with Massachusetts. I know they just relaunched live poker at one of the casinos
live
up there.
Poker in MGM. I think it's like 13 tables. I think they just announced that Encore Boston Harbor is going to start live poker in February 1st with 12 tables.
I'm still waiting to see down that other one, the slot parlor, Plain Ridge. When sports betting happens, do they get a Barstool Sportsbook? They got Barstool symbols everywhere.
There's
in that
Barstool
casino.
logos all over Plainfield. Is it Plainfield, Massachusetts? Is that where it's located? I know it's
Plainville.
Plainville, Massachusetts.
But it's Plain
My
Ridge.
apologies to Plainville, Massachusetts.
It's very vanilla there.
Yeah, it's right down the street from Foxborough.
Yes.
So.
Well, that's where
Did I get that one right?
You got that
all
one
right.
right.
I got that one right.
Now, if you want to spell it, depends on who you're talking to. There's different ways of spelling Foxborough.
It's Plainville.
Plain Ridge Casino in Plainville, Massachusetts.
Okay, that just screwed me up. Okay, Plain Ridge Casino in Plainville, Massachusetts.
Yes. Well, that was the name of the horse track, Plain Ridge, because it's up on a ridge.
I thought that the actual town was called Plain Ridge.
No, the actual town is called Plainville.
So the casino's Plain Ridge,
right,
in Plainville, Massachusetts.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Everyone's straight now. So there we
Learn
go.
Something new every day.
But again, I mentioned there were a whole bunch of records still being set in September. 10 states reported record monthly sports betting handles. That's an incredible number. Now, I'm not even including in the new states because they're automatically records for them.
Is there a record for how many records there are in a month? I'm just curious.
Boy, you're just going to that extra step
just
there.
Taking that extra step.
That critical thinking is really kicking in on you there, isn't it?
We set a record because of the number of records.
I'm sure there is. October's going to probably already. October already has 2 records for handle. So it'll be very interesting to see exactly if October has more records than September, state records anyway. Tennessee in September became the 8th state to clear $25 million in revenue in a month. They joined New Jersey, Nevada, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Virginia, Michigan. And just so you know, we're not done with September yet. We still have a couple of states to report. I think we have Illinois still coming.
Illinois is always like 2 months behind.
And once Illinois reports, Illinois is like the bookmark in the month. As soon as Illinois reports that month is closed, you move to the next month. but we are already on to the next month because we have numbers in October from Iowa and Oregon. Both those states reported record sports betting handles in the month of October. Iowa set a state record for both total handle and mobile handle. 280 million, almost 281 million in total handle. The mobile handle was about 250 million, so that's somewhere around 85-90% of the handle is online in that state now.
Yeah.
Oregon recorded a record handle of $37.64 million. Record handle already, October.
Well, look, October is a big month. All the sports are playing, all the major sports are playing anyway. They had baseball, football, hockey, basketball. So,
well, here, listen to this. In September, Tennessee had a record handle and record revenue. October, we had Iowa with record handles, total and mobile. October, Oregon had a record handle. As a matter of fact, as soon as the actual numbers are released from Oregon, I'll have your table tennis update.
Oh, really?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah,
Oregon and Colorado are big on table tennis. I don't get it, but whatever. Hey, it makes some money.
Exactly, and people like it.
Yeah,
people seem to like
it.
betting
People
on it.
enjoy it, and it makes the state money. Go for it. Great.
Going up to Canada, the British Columbia Lottery Corporation registered over $25 million worth of sports wagers placed on PlayNow.com in the first 2 months of its operation.
Great.
They're off to a flying start with the sports betting up there.
Now, when you say $25 million, is this Canadian money or?
Yes, it's Canadian.
Okay. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but still good.
And we have a physical betting record to talk about, or actually, I should say a self-proclaimed physical sports betting record.
A self-proclaimed? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
It's a press release from OpenBet,
all right,
announcing that the company processed over 65,000 bets per minute during the Melbourne Cup this year.
Wow.
Which is an Australian horse race.
Okay.
They have said that according to their numbers on their platform.
65,000 bets per minute?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's an online platform.
Well, yeah, it'd have to be, but wow, that's impressive.
And you have worldwide betting on it. So
great.
It was actually kind of an interesting number, 65,000.
You know what?
I wonder if it's 65,000 exactly, or that's just a rounded off number for average.
I don't know, but no, that's great. You know what? It's good to see the horse racing industry do something special. Good.
Australia is big in horse racing.
I hope there's a lot of states doing fixed odds now with horse racing, and I hope that really helps out the industry. Sports betting in this country was supposed to help out the horse racing industry, so I hope it does.
Well, especially in Jersey.
Yeah.
But now that BetMGM launched their horse racing app, we may see some additional focus going to horse racing, especially online betting on horse racing. There's not too many places you can do it. I know you got Naira Bets. You got TwinSpire.
Yeah, TVG.
Yep. You got all those. But there's really not too many apps specifically for horse racing. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how that industry develops. So that's something to keep an eye on. Iowa, a couple launches. We have Barstool Sportsbook and Fubo Sportsbook have launched in Iowa.
Wow, great.
It's the first market in any place for Fubo. It's kind of interesting. Fubo has launched their the streaming app with the betting information inside it. If you're watching an event, you can actually turn on the betting information. You have the little button that you can switch on, and you can watch betting information on the event you're watching.
Oh, this is on your smart TV.
This is a smart
streaming
TV
service and stuff like that. So, great.
I'll give you the statement here. It's the Watching Now feature.
All right.
Fubo TV's first-party user data to allow users to instantly view wagering content based upon what they are streaming.
Oh, okay.
Even if they change the channel. You can actually still have information going across your screen about the event you were just watching.
It'd be like a ticker kind of thing, or
it's I've seen the little presentation video they did.
Yeah,
really interesting. It is sort of a streaming, but it's a pop up too.
Okay,
all different ways.
All right.
We did have everyone get surprised in Florida. Online sports betting launch. Hard Rock Online launched their online sports betting app.
Yes.
And even though the lawsuits are still going on, we'll see exactly how that pans out. The lawsuits are all focused on the online section.
Okay.
So we haven't seen retail betting yet, but we have seen online first, which no one expected. Kind of weird, but we'll see what happens in Florida. Florida's weird anyway with some of this stuff. Louisiana surprisingly launched too, becoming the 29th commercial state.
Yes.
To launch sports betting. Really really took me by surprise because they kept saying November 1st, and I really wasn't expecting them to hit that November 1st deadline because a lot of states give a date and then they move on.
So everyone's up and running. There's no soft launch kind of thing. This is up and running and going, and you can do whatever you want.
On Halloween.
Oh, okay, good.
Caesars opened up their first retail sports book. Talk about trick or treat there for people.
Right.
But you now have 4 casinos now launching that are now operative in Louisiana. We have. Let me get the list here. We have, I'm scrolling through here, Harrah's New Orleans and Horseshoe Bossier City Hotel and Casino are 2 retail spots. We have L'Auberge Casino in Baton Rouge and then Boomtown Casino in Harvey.
Great.
All 4 are up and running. Matter of fact, we had in the Harrah's Casino, we had Bobby Hebert place the very first sports bet in Louisiana.
All right, I remember him.
He did an $1,100 bet on the New Orleans Saints upsetting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And he won, right?
He won $2,055, and which is all going to charity.
Great, good for him.
So, good first bet by him. Yeah. That was actually a surprise win by the Saints.
I wonder how
over the
crowded
Buccaneers.
it was. I mean, that was a pretty big game. That was a great game to start betting on. You know, the Saints upsetting the Buccaneers. What a great Sunday it was in Louisiana.
Well, you know, they said they were chomping at the bit to get it going. Like I said, I remember talking to, I think, Dave Rebuck at the East Coast Gaming Congress, and I was under the impression that they were going to do more testing before they did anything, but they just went right ahead and jumped right in. So,
hey,
you know, God bless them.
I haven't heard any problems. So
not yet.
Not yet. So apparently everything's off and running and going great.
Let's see. We have some voting results to talk about here real quick. Nashua, New Hampshire voters approved a ballot measure to allow retail sportsbook in Nashua.
Okay.
Last voting, last time around, they voted against it.
Okay.
So now they will have a retail sportsbook in Nashua. That's another DraftKings book, by the way.
Okay.
In case anyone wondering, it's
all DraftKings in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah. New Jersey. New Jersey had 2 ballot questions. One was,
which is odd. I don't know what they were doing in New Jersey.
Well,
New Jersey's election was strange anyway, and this one even made it stranger.
They passed one, rejected one.
Yeah.
The one they passed was for the bingo and casino type games or charity games for the fraternal organizations in the state. They said, yes, you can do that. Go ahead. The one they rejected was the college sports betting one,
which is strange.
I don't understand that.
I don't get it.
I mean, is it?
Look. Contrary to belief, New Jersey, you're allowed to bet on college sports. You're not allowed to bet on colleges or universities located in the state or any collegiate activity going on in the state. So we have college betting. We just don't have college betting
in-state college
betting. So yes. It's bizarre.
It's a matter of maybe people need to be like handheld through this because
for me
if you don't I think the worst thing is no one really explains these questions to the voters either.
I know.
They write them out in such a way that you can misread these.
Yeah.
And I think what they need to do is actually find a way, maybe bring in a gaming consultant to write these questions.
Yeah.
In such a way that they get the right results.
Look, it doesn't matter to me because I live 10 minutes from the Pennsylvania border. If I needed to bet on Rutgers for any reason or whatever reason, I want to bet on Rutgers or Seton Hall or anything, I drive 10 minutes to Pennsylvania. I place the bet there. But and that's what's going to happen with New York. When New York gets mobile sports betting, if you want to bet on New Jersey sports, collegiate sports, guess what? You just drive over or take the now New Jerseyans are going to take the train to New York to place a bet. So the odds are reversed.
Well, but there's even a segment in New Jersey that can actually, once Maryland launches, they can go to Maryland.
Look,
it's right there.
It's not a whole lot of money. There's not a lot of collegiate events in New Jersey. I mean, there's not a whole lot of college betting. I mean, not a lot of people bet on Rutgers or Seton Hall or Princeton or anything like that. But, it's just strange that
although if you do that,
pass.
I'd like to talk to you because I don't know anything about betting on those college sports. Princeton and all that. So
I don't pay attention to them because if I'm not going to bet on them, why would I care?
Somebody must because they didn't want them betting on them in New Jersey. Yeah. So, but it's going to be kind of interesting. But I just mentioned Maryland. They are delayed. They are now looking at possibly around the Super Bowl to launch the industry there. We'll see what happens. Massachusetts supposedly is done for the year.
Yeah.
They're not going to approach it until the 2022 legislative session. Ohio has come out of nowhere where they're talking about possibly discussing the bills before the end of the legislative year, which ends December 31st. So we may see Ohio come out of nowhere.
Stay tuned for Ohio.
That's been a long time coming, and that's going to be one of the more interesting states because what the bills, I think, all call for like about 60 sports books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that, yeah. So, I'm hearing New York is pretty close to mobile sports betting by Super Bowl. I guess they're supposed to be announcing some things.
They were supposed to be announcing, yeah. Probably by the time they air, they're going to announce it. But supposedly they're two of the big, I think it was two of the super bets, super bids that were put in there are going to be approved. Speaking of a super group here, we have NBA expanding their deals with DraftKings and FanDuel. DraftKings and FanDuel are now co-official sports betting partners of the league. FanDuel is now the exclusive presenting partner of the weekly NBA bet show each Monday night on NBA TV.
All right.
I got to check that out because I'm starting to start doing the NBA betting.
Is this betting or fantasy, or this both?
This is sports betting.
This is sports betting.
This is all sports betting.
Okay.
But again, FanDuel will be the presenting sponsor of the NBA bet show. That's on NBA TV. That's actually broadcast TV.
Okay.
DraftKings will be the exclusive presenting partner of NBA BetStream, which is the betting-focused telecasts on the NBA League Pass and the NBA TV app.
Okay.
So they're each taking a piece of the pie. Also, they have agreed to become sports betting partners of the NBA in Canada, when they both launched, the FanDuel and DraftKings, when they launch in Canada.
Okay.
DraftKings also made another deal that we should hit real quick. They entered into a multi-year strategic partnership with iHeartMedia.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I mean, DraftKings is somewhat involved with iHeartMedia because, Beatin is broadcast on iHeartMedia.
Well, that's one of the things I was thinking of as soon as that. But they also have the deal with one of the other with Odyssey too. They have a deal there too. So,
all right.
It's kind of
I know about the deal with Beatin though.
But the iHeartMedia, it's basically they're going to supply official odds to iHeartMedia broadcast, digital, podcast platforms, social media stuff, and they're also going to do content with them. They're going to do insert segments, that sort of setup there. We have WynnBET doing a partnership with Delaware North for West Virginia online sports betting and iGaming. That is now 18 states. They have some sort of market access deal for WynnBET. Canby is now partnered with the Tohono O'odham Nation, the Desert Diamond Casinos in Arizona, for an on-property sports book. They're going to look at doing an online sports book at some point.
Okay,
they're going to be doing an online sports retail sports book to start off with. And Low Six, we talked about Low Six last week a bit. They're a free-to-play game company.
Okay, I don't remember, but refresh my memory.
they have now done another free-to-play game. They did one with Jacksonville Jaguars last week.
All right, yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguar game, yeah.
They now have their first NBA partnership, Detroit Pistons. They're going to be releasing the free-to-play Pistons Pick'em game. Basically the same kind of deal where it's prizes, all that stuff through the social media channels for Detroit.
Great.
Two ambassadorships to talk about real quick. BetMGM has signed former Tennessee Titan and Arizona Cardinal Chris Johnson as a brand ambassador.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I remember watching him play.
Absolutely. Great player.
Superbook announced the signing of lightweight contender Michael Chandler to a sponsorship agreement. That's the first time Superbook has done a deal with an active professional athlete. I don't think anyone's else done an active professional athlete deal. I can't think of one offhand.
I'm trying to think of one.
Maybe PointsBet with the golfers. Oh, yeah. And also a lot of golfers.
Yeah, a lot of golfers.
DraftKings and a couple others. So, it's been a busy week here, and we have GeoComply getting their license or a temporary certificate of authority in Louisiana. We have Genius getting a license to operate in Louisiana. PaySafe is now working with Superbook in Jersey and Colorado. Whole bunch of other deals to hit. Head on over to Turnpike Sports. radio.com and click on the blog button, and you'll see a print version of these stories as well as many other stories we did not hit in this week's edition of the Book Report.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.